Hey, Dr. Shakib here from Irvine Spine and Wellness Center, your Irvine Posture and Wellness Clinic. Let's talk about your car seat. So one of the things that I get a lot of questions about is just the actual position of the seat. So first of all, you don't need to be like this. Definitely not like that. You don't have to be, because when you're doing that, even with my ponytail being down here, this headrest is encouraging my head to go forward, and I don't like that by any means. So I'm going to bring my seat back, but my butt is all the way against the bottom portion of the back part of my seat. So I'm all the way scooched there. I'm making sure that I'm not reaching so far to get to the gas pedal or anything. I'm comfortably reaching it, and it's just the movement of my ankle instead of my whole knee extending to some degree. So if my seat was back here, every time I'm pushing, I feel I'm kind of straining my knee joint. I'm opening up my knee joint just to reach the gas pedal. So I'm going to bring it closer so I can comfortably move my ankle up and down, my foot up and down, only involving my ankle joint. So I'm all the way to the back of the seat. My whole lower back curve is supported by the back of my seat. My upper body is not, but that's okay. This is a great opportunity to practice having a support for this portion of your spine, while the upper body gets to, the back portion gets to practice its strength, because all day probably at work we're all slouched. It's time to practice that. So now you're holding on to your steering wheel. This headrest is not pushing your head forward. You have that ability to glide your neck back at the red light, like we've talked about in a different video. So this is a great position. Your arm's not up here, it's down here. You're keeping the front of your chest opened up, not sticking your chest out, but balancing the front with the back of your upper back, just like two bookends. All the contents are being supported by the two bookends equally. So keep that in mind. If the seat portion, the headrest portion of your seat is tilted forward, you really should get a new one. It's really not a good idea. So if you look at my headrest from here, you want to make sure, sometimes people are just bringing this too far up, which I actually like my headrest quite a bit, or it's too low that it's just pushing their head forward because it has a little bit of a tilt. So keep in mind that this position, my seat is not pushing me in that direction, but I'm seated in the seat just with the support in the lower back area, so it allows me to be a little more upright. If I get tired, I'm going to be able to rest back without the headrest pushing my head forward. It's very important. A lot of times people travel a lot. That's not necessarily the case now because a lot of people are working from home. But you know, if you're traveling or you're going to far enough places, this little tidbit is going to make a huge difference. It's an opportunity to exercise the muscles that you would otherwise not do. I hope that you get benefit from this video, and if you haven't subscribed to my YouTube channel, this is a time to do so. We'll make sure that all the information about my practice and how you can make an appointment is in the description box. Thanks for watching, and until next time, take care.